midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip. They'll run again with Harris. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 12-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They go play action. Cousins. Escaping and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Garabay's kick is good, and it's 3-0 Washington. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Running again with Barkley on second down. Room here to run. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, Barton, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They go play action now. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. The Giants at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. He finds his man, it's Robinson. And he will have a Giants first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point try good by Gano. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Gano out to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CV, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, This ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Cousins. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Wilson. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive, as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. He's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. Check.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Set, play, hands up. Brace no shot, brace no Charlie. Recall, 132 fight. 2, let's go.
Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some off.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here, as this is returned just shy of midfield. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And that's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Past the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On play action, Cousins. Going right back to Dotson. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cousins. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is now 10-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he'll be set up a good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And that is incomplete. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Wilson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. On the move past the 40. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Gano's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw an even.
Yeah, that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you have most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Well, they got the ball to start the 3rd quarter, looking to take the lead, and they did so in a hurry.
Yeah, they certainly did. Now, you and I both know teams that love those sustained drives, you know, those little body blows along the way. This team says, the heck with that. Why keep the ball longer than we need to? Let's go ahead and put it in the end zone and get to the bench and take a break.
First play of the 3rd quarter. Get ready. Could be an exciting second half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Wilson. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Play action. It's Wilson. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He's got Bellinger. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Wilson will throw again. And he rifles one incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Gano the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17-all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake, Cousins. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Cousins to throw it. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Slot man moves right. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 76 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll run with Gibson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Harris running straight ahead. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Damian Harris taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Next to score, Commanders 24, Giants 17.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.